Hey guys, Travis Gillespie here. We're working with solving equations that have variables on both sides, and here's a word problem to look at. It says Jack and Veronica earned the same amount last week. They both work for the same hourly rate. Jack worked 18 hours and had $42 deducted from his pay. Veronica worked 15 hours and had $18 deducted from her pay. What was each person's salary last week after deductions? So a lot of key information I want to highlight here. I'm going to use green to highlight Jack's information. So Jack's a piece of key information, and Veronica is another piece of information I'm going to highlight in another color. They both earn the same amount. Since this piece of information belongs to both of them, I'm going to highlight that in the same color, or a new color here. They also both work for the same hourly rate, so I'm going to highlight that because it belongs to both of them. All right, now we're back to Jack's information. It says Jack worked 18 hours and had $42 deducted from his pay. Veronica worked 15 hours and had $18 deducted from her pay. Then we're asked, what was each person's salary? So each person's salary after deductions. So I'm going to change pens. One way to think of salary is to take the hours that are worked and multiply it by the rate or the pay that's being received. And in this case, we're going to subtract any deductions. Okay, now this information here should get us to both of their salaries. But we're also given another piece of key information. They both earn the same amount. So their salaries are equal to one another. I'm going to write that down. So Jack's salary it's equal to Veronica's salary. So Veronica's salary here. All right, so knowing this information, I should be able to take this information here and substitute the known values into both sides of the equation, matching up Jack's salary with his information from the word problem and matching up Veronica's salary with her information from the word problem. So let's get started. Now Jack works 18 hours, so I'm going to write 18 down, 18, and we're going to multiply 18 times his rate or his pay. And that piece of information isn't given to us. We just know that they earn the same hourly rate. So I could call this R for rate or P for pay, whatever you want, and I'm going to subtract $42. And that information, this information, it's equal to Veronica's pay. So Veronica, she works 15 hours. And her rate is also R. And we're going to subtract her deductions, which was $18. From here, I'm going to simplify the equations, combine like terms, and isolate the variable. So I have 18R on this side minus 42 is equal to 15R minus 18. I'm going to add 42 to both sides. Now be careful here because this next step can be tricky. I'm going to backtrack one step and mark my like terms. So subtraction of 42, also subtraction of 18. So when I add 42 to both sides, I've got to make sure to add 42 to negative 18. All right, so I'm going to change colors. Now I have 18R is equal to 15R plus 24, because negative 18 plus 42 is positive 24. Now I'm going to subtract 15R from both sides of the equation. This will give me 3R is equal to 24. I'm going to divide both sides by 3. And I'm left with R is equal to 8. Now should I box this up? Let's go back to the word problem. It says, what was each person's salary? R represents the rate. we need to find the salary. So I should be able to take 8 and substitute it in for R using Jack's salary information or Veronica's salary information. So I need a little bit more room on the screen. Alright, so from here I'm going to take 8 and substitute it in for R using Veronica's salary. So I have 15 times 8. I'm going to close those parentheses, minus 18. So it looks like we just had a malfunction. The screen just kind of moved around a little bit. I'm going to change pin colors. 15 times 8 is 120. I'm going to subtract 18. 120 minus 18 will give me a value of 102, and that's $102. This was a word problem, so I'm going to write a sentence here. They earned $102 each, and box that information up. I'll see you in another video, guys.